Right. So it's still the 15th of July 2024, just about. And there's just been persistent banging from Peter to say, "You're dead, Justin," busting in, especially at 11 PM and 11:24 PM. The burning's been going on for an hour, so I've switched off everything, including the lights, to see what it's like, and I've lit a candle in my room, and the burning's just persistently going. Also, I switched my phone off, and the burning's just consistently going as this occurs. But it does appear that Peter needs to go out into the garden or leave his flat every time this burning is starting to occur. So whether he's trying to commit murder on me, I do not know, but he's definitely got it in for me, and he's definitely accusing me of raping Sadie when I've never had sex with her. And it's getting quite fucking nasty as well, considering he's alright to me face to face. Behind my back, all these things are starting to happen and getting nastier and nastier. He's also making the suggestion, or someone's making the suggestion in the building, that I'm the one that's supposed to be fucking knifed on May the 2nd, when Matty knifed the staff office door at Supported Housing office, claiming that I raped Sadie Dando, getting nasty about it. Not face to face, but through argumental schizophrenia episodes, or whatever it is that's causing it. So this burning is really intense. If we go back a few days ago, I had to camp because of it. So what happened is I fell ill, and I couldn't get back home because the burning caused me to pass out onto the ground, and the burning was extremely intense. So I had to get a tent as I went towards the reverse direction of where I wanted to go, because I would have gone home, but I wanted to get a tent, so I thought I'd do that first. And when I bought the tent, what happened was I fell ill again for a second time on the bus. So I decided to go into second plans, and when I got off the bus, that was the last bus, and I thought I've got to rearrange my schedule and sort something out from there, which was what happened. It took until 6 PM the following day before the burning eliminated, after passing out basically too ill because of the burning intensity. Peter doesn't want me in this building, and he thinks I'm a rapist, and he thinks I'm a child abuser, and there's nothing I can do about it. And because the doctor is putting all this down as schizophrenia, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not exactly sure what energy weapon he's using, but something's being used, because it's showing up on the EMF meter in the red, and it's showing up as 47 gigahertz of being pumped through the building of where I am, whatever that means. I don't know what that means in numbers, I've no idea, but that's what it's saying on the radiation detector. On the nuclear radiation detector, it's showing 1.4, so 0.1.4. Sorry, 0.000, 3 zeros, sorry, and basically 1.4, whatever that means. So we've had head case gone. You're not fucking staying here, said. You're being fucking beaten to death and bash your fucking brains in. You're being shot, and there's been a couple of gun sounds, and there's been a load of other problems as well. So at the moment I'm just in a situation where I'm burning, and there's nothing I can do about it. You can't report it to the police, you can't do a 111 call, and on many occasions when I've spoken to the 111 team and been to A&E, they've put it down as schizophrenia when it isn't. I do actually have a meeting, and I've got to speak to Georgina after leaving a message regarding this incident of where I was camping because of the energy weapons, to attempt murder on me in a sly way, to be disguised so it goes unnoticed. So I'm not very happy at this minute in time about what's going on, but Peter is persistently banging as to say I'm breaking in, you're a fucking rapist, you raped Sadie, and getting fucking nasty about it, without verifying the facts to confirm that I have raped Sadie first. But obviously we've got to go with the lies, we've got to go with all this, and I've got to have this shoved in my fucking face and being burnt to fucking death with energy weapons, so I'm not very fucking happy tonight. I'm not exactly sure who's in flat 10 or flat 11, but as far as I know, Matty's been evicted, so we're all coming back up the stairs after going to the staff office to post some pieces of paper under the door to explain burning. The light is on in the hallway to Matty's flat. So I don't know what's going on there, but that's interesting to say the least. Not very fucking safe, Justin. Breaking in so hot, you're gone, said. Head's gone, Justin said. Not very fucking safe, Justin said. Professional terrorist, Justin. Getting shot dead, said. Having a fucking break-in, said. Molested Sadie. Oh dear, Justin. Dead meat, said. Motorbike revs HIV. Wet dribbling, popping bow whistles, or bowl whistles. Same sort of whistles that were happening when I was living at Bridgewater in West Street. All the threats that are occurring in recent times goes back 12 years ago or more. There's not the threats I'm getting at Burnham-on-Sea when I was staying there. This Sadie business, or this Ian business, or this Stephanie business died down completely. But it also died down completely in the last couple of years that I was at my old place, and you had the Sally Ann issue as a replacement, and all the enemies that were making this stuff up. I'm not exactly sure how it all calmed down, but things started to calm down in the last 2 years while I was living up my old place. However, Alex Lunnis and Julie Rayner were living in the complex of where I was living, and they had different views, but even then it wasn't too bad. It's only reoccurred since I moved to Yeovil. It started in 2022, in April 2022, when this person who named himself Scott, wanted to smash me on the railway track and knife me onto the railway track, basically, getting nasty about it. And then he started discussing Michael Jackson prostitute and all that sort of stuff. But I've done documentaries. I've already done many documentaries that have been put on the internet all over the place. But anyway, so it's worth mentioning. There's just been a possible gun sound that's occurred, and Justin, you're getting a fucking break in. You're just a fucking egg case. You're a fucking liar, said. Just before I started this recording. Justin, you shouldn't be here. You molested Sadie, Justin. You got to be fucking knife dead, said. He's having a fucking break-in. I'm gonna fucking shoot him, said. I'm gonna fucking have him, fucking mongrel. He raped Grace Waterman. I'm gonna fucking knife the cunt to the fucking floor, said. Fancy Stephanie, just. 37, you sad cunt. Breaking in, just. Lost your rib cage. You're 43, just, said. Shouldn't be adding females that are in their fucking 20s from America, you sad cunt. Someone says you're not fucking having anything, you're a fucking child molester, you're a rapist, you're being fucking burgled and fucking shot dead and having your life ripped to fucking pieces. And basically saying if anyone from the United States adds you on social media to become a partner with you, then the Washington White House will be blown to fucking pieces in the United States, before saying that I'm not having anything and we're making it fucking clear. Right, we've got another fucking pret. Blowing his fucking brain to fucking pieces. He isn't having anything, sick cunt. He raped Sadie, child abuser, breaking in. And then obviously there's a few gunshot sounds after that. And basically they're referring to the threat I mentioned like just now, saying if anyone finds me a lady from America, then they're going to blow the government buildings up in the USA. You tried petrol bombing the place, just said. That's not true. What happened was over the years I was mentioning that there's been petrol smells in the building. Nothing more of it. The staff at supported housing just ignored what I said. Eventually the fire brigade came because I was getting health problems from the intensity of the fuel, and that was the end of that. Then it didn't happen for about 3/4 of a year, where there's no smell at all. At the beginning of February I started burning intensely from energy weapons or whatever was causing it, and obviously I had to go to my father's and for 6 weeks. But when I returned from my father's I was accused of child rape in that area because the energy weapons or whatever was causing me to burn intensely forced me to have to leave this place to go there for a time. And then obviously it all kicked off when I came back, and this is why I ended up shouting and making conspiracy videos, and why I ended up in trouble with the social worker and having the home treatment team coming around this place and all the rest of it. Then you've got to take into account I had a break in the garage where I have my stuff stored and lost everything that I own, or 3/4 of it. So it's all been bad news, but at the same time they're doing that, we had an increase of all the threats, all the trouble and all the other fucking problems, and people saying that we're ripping your fucking life to pieces, claiming that I raped Stephanie, Sadie and Amy Weston. So it got really out of hand, and that's why I lost my temper and why the church, where there's criminal damage that occurred and graffiti. But obviously, you know, when you're being ripped to fucking pieces and had nothing in your whole life apart from being sexually abused as a child and nailed as a rapist, you know, and you've got all this fucking happening, obviously it didn't make me very fucking happy. So then we go into the threats. If you have anyone on social media, that obviously they're going to blow the United States government to fucking pieces if anyone in the United States tries to find me a girlfriend or tries to help me out of this situation I'm in. So basically, then you had the setups to say, get a taste of your own medicine, we're going to fucking knock you off. And that was right in the same time period where I had the home treatment team saying we need to fucking up your dosage of medication to hit you off, basically. I do take medication, but I don't take it in the sort of injection form or anything like that, or to cut a long story short. And also things have been getting worse. Obviously on the 2nd of May, as I mentioned, Matty knifed the staff office door, which is exactly the same day which is Sadie Dando's birthday. The person that they're accusing me of raping when I've never had sex with her. If anything's gone on with her, it's due to Ricky Hux, which is Gavin Hux's brother, who used to be a police officer but got fired from being a police officer and now works for fish and chips or something like that. To my knowledge, I don't know 100% the story about that. Since things got worse and worse when the burnings really occurred, and obviously I'm back here in the situation where the intense burnings occurred, you're having a fucking break and everything's fucking going, because they're not satisfied that I've already had a break-in and lost my stuff in the garage. They want me to have a double break and then want to say they're going to tear my life to pieces. They want to see me fucking smashed in a hospital bed, and they're saying that they want to see me raped as a baby, being reborn in my next life, and basically being played about with poker sticks on a fireplace, being ripped to fucking pieces and knifed down, and having my life taken apart in my next life, which is exactly what the setups were occurring 10 years ago, before the suggestion came today. And also we got music tracks, and they've twisted the TV and music industry against me to tell me to fuck people that raped me as a child and tell me that they're going to rip me to fucking pieces in my next life anyway, and we got setups daily. Some of the tracks that they've twisted against me actually occurred before I was born, and just saying I'm a rapist, a sick cunt, and being ripped to pieces. You've been tied to the mosque, you're never going to have anyone, you've been fucking, you know, stuff like that. But I'm going to keep it short and simple, because it's kicking off like fucking anything for tonight for no reason at all. Just because of this Sadie Dando fucking business and Stephanie Jill or Hill, whatever her surname is, business. And obviously my brother's getting concerned, my family's getting concerned with the stuff that I've audio recorded, but a lot of the audio recordings that I played to Doctor, even though it's shouting and aggressive behaviour, especially when I've been out in the street, they're just putting it down to schizophrenia, so there's not much I can do about it. You then got the threats. Because I've been mentioning this on social media, basically I've been saying that people have been saying that you're living up to your name just in time, and we're ripping you to fucking pieces and tearing your life apart, and you're living up to your name and whatever. That's now coming as a frequent threat. But when this occurs, they're frequently mentioning sexuality of the sickest degree, and they've also accused me of raping a boy's name that has the same name as someone who sexually abused me as a child, and I've also been chased and shouted at with a knife just 2 weeks ago because of this person, and I was punched in the chin, if we go back about 5-6 weeks ago, because of a similar incident where this person was mistaking me as Saven, because whoever this Saven is has raped a boy that has the same name as someone that sexually abused me as a child, and people are getting nasty with me about it. And they've also accused me of rape at Glastonbury Festival when I haven't even been to Glastonbury Festival, and that's been really fucking nasty at this current time, especially if we go back about a week ago.